Good morning, ladies. We're out here in a beautiful park in Summersworth. If you've never been here, it's on Salmon Falls. I'll put the address down below. But Paula and I decided to meet today. Today is our check-in day. She's on week 12, and we really wanted to come together one-on-one because we've been doing it virtually. And we have so much to celebrate. And Paula's story is, I want to say it's like everybody's story out there, but the difference between the same story that we all have is the story of action and outcome, and what made Paula different. And I really wanted to take this time to physically see her and talk with her and share with you a little bit about her story, and maybe we can talk to your heart, talk to your soul, and let you know that you're not alone. So this is Miss Paula.
Hi, everybody.
So Paula and I, like I said, have been working for 12 weeks together, and total weight loss in 12 weeks was 11 pounds.
For the 12 weeks or for the year? Yes.
Oh, for the year.
Yes,
It says the LBD. Yes, that's right, because she's joined our LBD in January. Tell me a little bit, why did you join the LBD in January?
So, like most people during COVID, not getting out as much, a little complacent, putting on the weight. And then, January 1st, like everybody, I said, okay, I need to kickstart, I need to jumpstart. LBD came along and I said, okay, great jumpstart, let me get in the LBD program. But then that was short and it ended, and I still wanted to keep the momentum going and get, let's get to an ideal weight. Let's not just settle for what I lost in the
And
LBD.
you did keep going after
I
the LBD.
did.
So what made you the LBD is a 6-week program. And that ended in February.
Yep.
And then we didn't start working together probably about 4 weeks later. So
Yep.
during those 4 weeks after that challenge, you kept going. What made you decide to do that? Like, that had to have been something inside of you to say, I'm not going back, because we have a lot of clients that will, after the 6-week program they go back, but Paula didn't. Why?
So LBD stopped and I was, just kind of going on, going back to normal eating, and thought, I have more weight to lose and I can do the same pattern of let's just reduce calories, let's stay at 1100 calories. And Naomi had a workshop, and in that workshop they handed out a flyer that talked about the Evolve program. This 8-week, Evolve program, and I saw the price, and I, just put the piece of paper aside, and I said, no, it's, too much money. I can't justify that. And I can do this on my own. Of course, it's not rocket science. So I kept on a couple more weeks, and I said, all right, it might not be rocket science, but there still is science behind it. I still need just some guidance, help me get on a good trajectory so that I can, do it on my own. And so I contacted you and said, let's do the 8-week Evolve program. 8 weeks ended, and I said, I'm not ready to fly on my own yet. Let's go to the 4 weeks. And I found that I needed to invest in myself. And I know we can say this all we want, but unless I'm investing in myself, I'm going to be 55 this summer. I want to be in good shape heading into into my 50s and beyond. And my goal with you is I want to be 155 when I turn 55. Well, I passed that easy enough. I just keep going.
And that's the best, is like, I always have a coach, because I always say that when you want to become better, you only know what you know. So hire somebody that's been there or can get you there, and interview people and make sure that you're getting the right coach that fits your needs and where you're at. Because like Paula and I were just discussing earlier, she's gone through a bunch of different programs, and the reason why they didn't work the way this one worked is for many factors, but one, you shared that some of them were really restrictive, and the other ones were timing, would you say?
So I'd say over the last probably 30 years, I have gained and lost 50 pounds multiple times.
Wait, say that again, Paula. What'd you just say?
Over the last, I'd say since my 20s. In my 20s, started putting on a little bit of weight, had my baby, put on weight, got to get that off, and it was a diet in the Good Housekeeping Journal. Followed that, got it off, and then the weight crept on. Maybe 10 pounds a year, slowly. What's a pound a month? You don't even see that.
What's a pound?
Until you get into the next season's clothes and you say, oh, they're a little snug. But I got this. I'll just go buy a bigger size. And then next thing you know, it creeps on 10, 20, 30, 40 pounds. And then I've tried everything. And I don't want to say I've tried everything, because it's just a matter of finding the right timing, finding the right program. because I can lose weight. I can go on Weight Watchers, I can lose weight. I can go to 1,100 calories a day and lose weight. But I haven't found anything that's been sustainable for me long time, or the right, triggers, the right motivation. But each, I'll call it diet that you try, each program that you try is a stepping stone. Like I'll get the nutrition down pat, but not with working out. I'll get working out down pat, but not necessarily with a nutrition program. And I know that they both have to go together.
Yeah.
And now I'm not doing just cardio. So with other programs, I've done the nutrition part, but with just spinning my wheels with cardio. And I think the strength training has really helped reshape and get the fat loss off. And that's what's been remarkable this time, is the fat loss. It's been right up there, pound for pound.
Yeah.
With the weight.
And I hope you heard what she said, that it's not cardio, it's strength training. And as we women get older, we got to get off the treadmill. And I know it seems so comfortable. It's so much easier just to go to a cheap gym, get on a treadmill and walk there for a run or whatever you do, and kill your body, kill your joints for hours upon hours and not get any results, and you get frustrated. I get it. I totally get it, because I was that in my 20s too. I lived that same story. And just like Paula said, she tried different programs, and what I loved that she said was they were stepping stones. They weren't failure. It wasn't that you weren't enough. It was just that you got out of it what you needed to get out of it at that time.
Because with each program, you learn steps. You learn little tidbits, and then they always come back to you at some point.
And when you hear coach after coach say the same thing, you're like, wait a minute, maybe that person wasn't so crazy.
Yes, like when Naomi said something, once, I wasn't quite ready to hear, like, well, maybe you could limit the amount of wine you drink on weekends. Nope. It fits in my calories. Well, now it's like, okay, I can still have my wine, but, maybe stop it for 2 weeks and let's see, does it help with the fat loss?
Getting data.
Or, measure out my glass of wine.
Yeah.
See, I thought that was 4 ounces. Oops.
So I have to ask, Paula, because I know when you first came to EvoFit, you were hesitant. Like, I know you did the program. You're like, oh, I don't know if I really want to stay with EvoFit, because I'm enjoying my other gym and things are going well. And then you just said, screw it. I'm just going to join. What made you make that shift?
Yep. Well, I am a class person. I love classes. I'm not one to go to, Planet Fitness or at home and lift weights. I do like the weight portion, but I prefer group classes. Almost every group class that I've been in, cardio. So I'm a Zumba queen, or I'm a dancey kickboxing queen at, the different places. But they really never challenged me, and they didn't have the strength training. So then I came with EvoFit, and I thought, okay, I'm a newbie. I'm going to try it. Where do I stand? I'm going to be in somebody's spot. Get me in the back corner. Let me hide.
I've been there.
And then it was like, wow, this is fun. So I can lift weights, but I don't have to worry about what anybody else is doing. Let me do what's good for me. I got issues with the shoulder. So starting with the lower, and then as I would strengthen it, the coach is saying, lift this certain way. Oh, you've got this shoulder injury? Well, try this instead.
Awesome, yeah.
Bicep curls hurt your tendon? Well, try hammer curls. Oh, there's always an option. Being open with all of the coaches to say, maybe here's an issue. Try this instead. Modify here, but still let's get your calories up, or not calories, the intensity up. You can still get your weights up, and week over week I'm increasing my weights. So I love the dynamics. I love how friendly everybody has been. They're welcoming.
She gets up at 5:45 a.m. class. Not me. She does every day. That
was hard. I'm used to a later morning class, but I get up at 4:50 4 days a week. I leave my house by 10 after 5, and I am there in my spot at 5:30 every morning.
And so from what I'm hearing you say, and correct me if I'm wrong, is that the difference in why you decided to make that jump was because it had the same element that you enjoyed, which was group, but there was a more emphasis on strength training and less cardio, and you were seeing that as a positive for where you were in your life right now.
Right. And although, sometimes to me, there's nothing different between a good cardio session and a weight session, I do like the mix of both. I know that you have to have some cardio, but I was seeing the transformation in my body with the strength training.
Yeah.
So seeing the results, thought, something's going on here. There is a secret sauce.
There is a secret. And the thing is we don't know how to lift weights. We weren't born. We didn't come out of the womb to know how to lift weights, but we did come out of the womb to know how to run and walk. So that's why we naturally go there. But when you constantly are hitting a wall and not getting the results, then you know it's time to change and maybe listen to these people that say lift weights.
Right.
Question for you. What is kind of, and I know you kind of touched on it already, but what is kind of that thing that keeps you coming back and saying, this is my home, this is what I love EvoFit, I love what it's doing to me. Like, what have you got from EvoFit that made you keep coming back?
I'd say it's a mix of things. It's knowing that, let's just say during the summer, I stray a little bit. If I need to go back into the Evolve program to just, get back on or grab one of the summer challenges or the LBD, that you've got the nutrition component there. You've got the different instructor dynamics. I love starting my Monday mornings with Dana's little bit of, everything, the weights and the kick. Thursdays, the hit with Lisa, the music that she's got. I love her music. And sometimes she'll do a little extra B-52s for me.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh, that's kind. See, and the coach gets to know you and plays your own music.
Yes. And then it's knowing Tuesday with Naomi. She's going to hit us hard, and I'm going to leave dying. But in every class, there's something different. But at the end of the week, by doing them consistently and that mix-up of the body, I'm not doing the same machines Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, that it is, transforming my body with the fat loss. So learning, it's the education component of here's what fat loss does versus just weight loss.
Yeah. Oh my God, you said so many sweet things, like, learning what fat loss is and not weight loss. There is a difference because we don't want to be Stay Puft Marshmallows. And consistency, I heard you say consistency, and I heard you say variety, and that you have community too. So
oh my gosh, the group in there, yes.
Good.
Absolutely. Every single woman in my 5:45 a.m. class, we're all just there, coaching each other on, supporting each other. One day I was putting my barbells on and my shirt got caught, and somebody said, oh my God, it's because you're wasting away to nothing. And it was just such a nice little compliment that really made my day. It's like, wow.
The other women see the goodness and express that. I know.
Yep,
That's
and
so
have
nice.
no problem saying, oh my God, you look great. And
So I have to ask one last question. And what would you say to a woman who is at home right now that maybe was in the same spot that you were at? Like, what would you say to that person? How would you uplift them, since that is a big thing that we do at EvoFit is uplifting women? What could you say to that person that you were that maybe would uplift her and help her, like, step her into that place?
for me, it was more trust in the process. Trust your coaches, trust it all. Because sometimes you're at a point where you go in with the mindset of, this isn't going to work. It's not going to work for me, my body, my metabolism, my age, whatever the issue is, that it's just not going to work. But trust and just kind of be open to some new ideas. If a coach suggests, maybe trying 3 times a week versus 2, or maybe in one of the summer programs or the weight loss programs, be open to new ideas and then try again. It doesn't matter if you've tried and failed, and I don't want to use the word failed, because how many times have my weight gone up and down, but just keep trying it, keep being open to new ideas, and then all of a sudden at one point in your life, it will click. So here I am at the lowest weight I've ever been. I'm stronger than I've been. I'm lifting more. I'm consistent, and I'm so happy about it. Like, I just want to keep going. I keep moving my targets, and I have Heather to thank, and the whole EvoFit coaches and the crew, the team, the people that are on the 5:45 a.m. Boot camp floor, that they're awesome. And I want to thank you, Heather, for such a great place.
I just love you, Paula. Thank you for being you. Thank you for giving to everybody at this.
Thank you. I mean, I just am, near tears sometimes thinking about how far I've come and how much I enjoy this place. The family.